All right, so hello, good morning, good evening, and good night. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic as always, because in today's video, we got an interesting video for you guys. We're not talking about the Yieldmax ETFs. We got a new dividend ETF that I want to bring to you guys today, and that is by Defiance ETFs. It is QQQy, and I know going back on YouTube, there's a lot of talk about QQQy. There's a lot of people that are bringing it up because it is a fairly new fund. It's a new ETF. It was launched on September 14th, so it hasn't even had a full month to kind of go through. But what I'm going to do in this video is tell you a little bit about QQQy, what my position on it is, what I think about it, and I'm going to tell you why I actually might be looking to buy some in the next couple days. So if that all sounds good, please do stick around. We're up to 2,771 subscribers. Almost caught me off guard there. We have 622 subscribers in the past 28 days. Videos doing awesome. What else can I say? Nothing to be said but subscribe. Beautiful. Now that we've done that, let's get into this. So what is QQQy? QQQy is actually very interesting. It is a daily based options ETF. I'm just going to read this quickly. QQQy aims to achieve consistent and outsized monthly yield distributions for investors, coupled with the equity market exposure to the Nasdaq-100. And as you can see here, I actually have the Nasdaq-100. So we'll go over that in a second. QQQy is an actively managed exchange-traded fund, an ETF, that seeks enhanced income constructed of treasuries and Nasdaq-100 index options. So basically, they're writing options on the Nasdaq-100, and these options are out of the money, and they are going long on the Nasdaq-100. And the reason why I really like QQQy is because although the Nasdaq is a little bit more volatile than, let's say, like the Dow Jones or something, it is a bit more tech-based, but as you can see over literally the max history of the Nasdaq-100, it has really good price appreciation. And you know what? For a option, like any option ETF, but options in general, what I want is I want the stock, the underlying kind of index, to appreciate over a long period of time and slowly, relatively, so we're not absolutely cutting out our gains. I really like the Nasdaq-100, and I'm actually really glad that this fund came out. I think it's really interesting that they're writing their option premiums on a daily basis. And quickly, there's like a video from the CEO of, what is this? They are Defiance ETFs, and this is how much percent yield she says she's going to have per day.
What are we getting here?
Exactly.
So I don't know if you guys can hear in this video actually or not, but I'm just going to tell you straight up, we don't even need that. What she was going to say there was that they're looking to achieve about 0.25 to 1% every single day. That sounds like a lot. And over the full kind of 360 days, so the 1 year calendar, going to the 1 year calendar, they're looking to achieve a yield of roughly 60%, which is definitely competitive with TSLY from Yieldmax and also NVDY. So this is another 60% potentially yielding fund writing options on a daily basis. And they only have, as you can see, about $18 million in net assets, which they will be using to write on their Nasdaq-100 options. But overall, I think this is a very interesting fund. It's obviously very new. One thing that I did was a few days ago when I first heard about QQY, I thought it was very interesting. So on my sample portfolio, I do not own $450,000. This is just a kind of sample portfolio where I take some interesting stocks, some high yielding stocks, and I'm just buying a lot of shares in them, about 1,000 shares. So as you can see right here, QQQy is right here. I bought 1,000 shares. This was like, sometime this week, and I got them at a price for $19.48. Now I'm up a little bit on those shares, but this is more so just to see how QQQy is going to react with the dividends paid and everything about that. So this is very interesting. I do actually really like this fund. I think it's kind of interesting. I like the underlying kind of index and asset that they're focusing on, which is the Nasdaq-100. I think with the fact that it slowly appreciates over time, I think QQQy is going to do very well. I think it's very interesting, and I'm excited to potentially buy some shares. Now, the one thing I do want to just kind of keep an eye out for is these kind of drops right here, right? Like this was the COVID drop actually, so this is probably pretty much about as quick and bad as it could potentially get. But when we're investing for these covered call ETFs, you don't want to see massive swings to the downside in the stock price. I know TSLY is kind of an ETF that struggles with this because TSLY, which is the underlying asset that TSLY writes its options on, they have some pretty massive swings to the downside. And because the Nasdaq-100 is an index, I think it could potentially offer a bit more of a return and a bit better capital appreciation than TSLY for sure. I do strongly think that. So this is why the QQQy ETF is going to be on my radar. When I do make a purchase, I will let you guys know and I will make a video about it. I'll definitely have some more information. I know this video is not super information heavy, but I'm just telling you guys that I will probably, my screen went black there, we're going crazy, but I will probably be buying QQQy, and I can let you guys know with my progress and everything on the dividend tracker. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned to our journey. I want to say thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys are interested in another literally 60% potentially yielding ETF. So if that sounds good, please do subscribe. We'll hopefully have more in the future. So if you're interested in high dividends and you like that, I like that too. So we can collaborate and we can find some good ideas. Thank you for everything that you guys have done for me so far, commenting, liking, subscribing, anything. I want to say I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.